Hello beautiful singers, this is Valerie White-Williams and Vocal Splendor Studios, and today I would like to talk about what to do about your vocal cord swelling. Thank you so much to Ankit Kumar. I think I said that right, Ankit Kumar. Thank you so much for suggesting the video, and I love to do videos based on suggestions, so hopefully I pronounced your name correctly. So let's talk about vocal cord swelling. The medical term for the vocal cord swelling is edema. It means they swell up. Normally the vocal cords are fairly fluid. They're kind of like pieces of elastic that are very moist. But when there's trauma to the cords from various things, they can swell. And we can kind of feel that when we sing. Now, the main causes of vocal cord edema or swelling is from colds, allergies, lack of sleep, or over exertion of the voice. And I should also say, I am not a medical professional. I do not have any training as a medical professional, so please take what I say with a grain of salt. I have attended many workshops and presentations by vocal scientists, voice doctors, and speech pathologists. So what I'm sharing is what I've learned through my own research and study. But if you are having vocal issues, I suggest you see an ENT, eye, nose, and throat doctor, and have your vocal cords scoped. And basically, if you've been having issues with your voice, I would say 2 to 3 weeks and nothing is changing, that might be a time to go ahead and take a look at things. And what they do is they actually put a camera in down your nose, in your throat, and see what's going on. And better safe than sorry. If the cost is an expense, a great place to do is take a look at going to a teaching hospital. That's what they have in the University of Washington at UW. It's only $50 to go to their clinics and they will scope you. So that's fairly affordable for everybody. But I just want to put that disclaimer out there. So let's continue to talk about swelling of the vocal cords. Now, again, common swelling of the vocal cords comes from illness, from a virus or an infection in your vocal cords. It's happened to me. I picked up actually, I got laryngitis on an airplane. Well, after the airplane, that I picked up from the air. A sick child was on the airplane. So things can happen. I've also had swelling on the cords from fatigue. I did a church job one year after my class reunion, and I was on my feet for hours and hours talking to everybody. And the next day, my voice sounded really husky. Now, the companies thought I sounded awesome. I had that pop, raspy voice, but I could definitely feel that my cords were not as flexible and pliant, and so I had to be careful. And also, allergies can also have that effect, as well as illness. So when your cords are swollen, you need to be extra careful when singing, because if they're already a little bit irritated and swollen, a couple things are going to happen. One is that you are more at risk for injury at that point because the cords are swollen, they're edgy. And so your body is telling you, you really should take it easy and not overdo. And this is where a lot of celebrities end up having vocal problems on tour because they already have some swelling on their cords from fatigue or other things going on, and then they have to do a show and then things get screwed up. So when you have the swollen cords, usually you need to take a listen to your voice and ease up on your practice schedule. Change what you're singing to make it a little bit easier, not so intense. The higher, more intense music puts a little bit more of a load on the cords, takes a lot more energy. So if you're under the weather and you're not feeling well, you just need to ease up. Another thing that you can do is bring your voice into alignment using the straws. Now I have a lot of video on straw technique. Ingo Titsi uses straws himself to deal with public speaking on the road, and he just puts the straw in his mouth and just kind of vocalizes to get a sense of ease in the voice and using the breath and alignment. So he personally uses that for vocal fatigue issues, which can be demonstrated by the swelling of the cords. Now, if your cords are really swollen to the point of almost laryngitis, or you've overtaxed your voice from pushing hard the day before, then what I would suggest is you stop singing and go on vocal rest. So if it's that extreme, vocal rest is probably required. It's not going to be healthy to try and push through that fatigue or swelling. You are at risk of making an injury at that point if you are still going to push through. Remember, as a singer, we are working through our body. So we have to listen to how our body feels so we can coordinate what our choices are. Sometimes the choices would be vocal rest. Other times you might be able to get through the gig with a slight variation of tunes that you might choose to sing, or don't go for the high note. Again, I have sung many times tired and fatigued for my weekly church jobs, and I've learned how to get through it. However, I usually sing just one solo in hymns. It's not a high, intense performance that lasts for an hour and a half. So you really need to take your health into consideration. If things don't clear up again, go see a voice doctor or a speech pathologist and see if they can find out what is causing the swelling to be chronic, as we would say, that continues on. So it should not be chronic. It should go away in time after rest, or if your body gets healthier. And if there's something else going on, it's time to see a professional. Thanks for the likes, subscribes, and shares. I so appreciate it. I hope this has been helpful for you, and have fun in the new year and sing on.